A true geologist is an earth-carrying and community-serving scientist, one who helps to understand, preserve, ameliorate, and restore the natural environment and help to nurse natural assets stored in rocks and sediments. This is how Professor K.S. Waldia molded himself and nurtured his student. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jayashree Sanwal Bhatt, a part of JNC ASR family, closely associated with Professor K.S. Waldia for more than 20 years. On behalf of Dhwani, I welcome you all in this event, which is dedicated to a foot soldier geologist, well-known name in the Indian geology, Professor K.S. Waldia. So let's feel a glance of his life journey with us. This particular photo gives a glimpse of the city he was born, the Kalon town in Myanmar on 20th March 1937. He experienced the trauma of war in 1944. Night after night, the sky over Kalon was filled with the hovering of aircraft, fighters and bombers of the British-American Army. An innocent boy then experienced the trauma of war hunting, noise of roaring planes over his head. He shocked him at a very young age. In 1947, the family decided to return to their roots and reached Pithoragarh, a beautiful town in Uttarakhand, where he completed his primary and intermediate education during 1947 to 1952. And then after he took admission in Lucknow University for higher education and became a lecturer in 1957 and also pursued his PhD. In 1963, he was awarded with PhD degree. In 1967, he got married to Indira, a very caring, soft-spoken and cheerful person. His life was resonated with her presence and they always remained the most admired couple. In 1970, Professor Waldia joined Wadia Institute of Himalayan Geology and in 1976 he became the professor in the Department of Geology, Kumaon University, Nainital. Later in 1995, on the invitation of Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao, he joined Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bengaluru, as a professor. He used to refer JNC as a Gyan Ka Ashram. He continued his research work in Himalaya and Western Ghats. One of his major concerns was to protect society for the risk of natural hazards. Eventually, with time, he devoted himself in writing books and started spreading the environment awareness among the society and young minds. He wrote 21 books and more than 120 research articles. To feel the flavor of his talks, we have taken some parts from his lectures on Himalayan mountains and the lost river Saraswati, conducted at the Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bengaluru. So let's have a feel of his profound lectures.
It is a kind of invitation to you to come and see Himalaya. मैं अपने व्याख्यान में देवियों और सज्जनों विज्ञान के बारे में कम बात करना चाहूँगा क्योंकि मेरा विज्ञान कुछ दुरूह विज्ञान है, कुछ कठिन विज्ञान है और चूँकि पृथ्वी की गहराइयों के रहस्यों को ऊपर निकालना पड़ता है इसलिए और कठिन बन जाता है। इसलिए मैं केवल आपको हिमालय की दृश्यावली दिखाना चाहता हूँ ताकि आप भी देखें कि हिमालय है कैसा। और ये आपको एक प्रकार से निमंत्रण है, आमंत्रण है कि आइए हिमालय को देखिए और समझिए और तुलना कीजिए कि आपके अपने पहाड़ों से। You are in what the geologists call Mysore Plateau. It consists of very ancient rocks. India's oldest rock, 3.3 billion years old rocks occur in this part. To conclude all the thing, my introduction is that river that existed comprised two branches. One The eastern branch is this one, originated somewhere near Yamunotri, Bandarpunch really, flowed in this direction. It is now called Tones, or in the past it's called Tamasa. It went like this and came here. And Shatrana, Haryana. This is eastern branch. The western branch originated at near Kailash mountain, flowed, and this is used to join together near Shatrana. Shatrana is near Patiala, just 25 kilometers from. So earlier in the past it was Shatadru, now it is called Satluj. So together they meet and then they constituted the river Saraswati, or now it is called Ghaggar. At this spot, suddenly the channel become 4 to 8 kilometers wide. And all through it remains as wide, but in this place it becomes 14 kilometers wide. Next. Next, please. So this is Mount Kailash. Next, in Tibet, here, next to it there's Mansarovar Lake, and next to it Rakshastal or Rakastal. From here originated that western branch of the river Saraswati or Satluj. Flowed all this for 1,000 kilometers. Next, here it is this Rakshastal. Next, and enters Himachal Pradesh through this gorge, Satluj, or then enters the plain, Dibukus into the plain. I realized that amongst, they were all used to ask me, when I mentioned about the Swarswat, in this lecture I also mentioned Swarswat, the people who had come from all the way from the land of Saraswati and settled down in the coastal Karnataka. There were a lot of questions about the thing. So I realized that among the audience, a large number was also of the Saraswat people who were keen to know about the history of the rivers they had left long, long ago.
Over the years, he gained much recognition for his work and contribution. In 2007, he was awarded the prestigious Padma Shri, and in 2015, he was honored with the third highest civilian award of India, Padma Bhushan, and many more. His passion, dedication, and hard work put him in the league of top geologists, and he was recognized nationally and internationally. He took a lead role in organizing science outreach program in the rigid terrain of Uttarakhand. These pictures gives a feel of his passion and devotion towards his work and his popularity among the young minds. Being a part of close-knit family and society, he always have a great value for his family and friends. His beloved wife and son Samir, daughter-in-law Panchami and Aryaman in the left side, and he with his grandson at right side. And the celebration of their 50th marriage anniversary is at the bottom. On 29th September 2020, his soul departed, but his blessings and love always remains fresh and live in the heart of his family and friends. We conducted a small tribute on his remembrance and offered our prayers at GTU JNCASR on 29 September this year. Now I would like to request Professor Amitabh Joshi to share his experience as a JNC family with Professor K.S. Waldia. Thank you so much for your kind attention.